You think selling and sales is something very important for entrepreneurs to learn?
Of course, that should be one of the first things you learn. So, because you can have an idea, you can be a good creative. Yeah, I know that's where I'm really good, but how to sell your ideas if you don't have this vision? How can you make your clients be confident enough to sign this first contract?
Yeah.
I started my journey, my business journey. I was 18 years old. I used to organize events since 2012 in Brussels. And the first event I was organizing were like live shows. At the beginning was just, okay, I have an event, I need to bring people to this event, I need to sell tickets, so how can we do that? I've been to many networking events, and to be honest, most of them were really robotic, where people just go with a business card and they even don't have a talk, and okay, I do that, you do that, cool, let's do it together, but after that, when a blood thing happens.
Exactly.
So we started thinking about what can we do here that will make an impact somewhere, and in which type of business can we grow fastly. To be honest, I'm not sure that every entrepreneurs are ready to give some budget to marketing. Some entrepreneur doesn't understand how impactful can be the marketing for a company, and how many clients they can get from this. And I have this friend who decided to move back like 3 or 4 years ago. He called me like, oh, I'm getting married, you should come. So I came for the wedding and I never left.
Oh,
That's what happened.
that's awesome. Hello, everybody, and once again, welcome to another episode of the Entrepreneurs Connect show. As always, what we do here is interview African entrepreneurs to hear from them, learn about their journeys, their stories, their failures, their successes, and everything in between. The idea is that at the end of the day, at the end of the show, you're going to go home with something you can apply in your business and life to see progress immediately. And today we have a very amazing guest in the house. By the way, we're live in the city of Kigali, Rwanda. I have very amazing guests in the house. I'm going to let him introduce himself and we take it up from there.
Hi, I'm Stephane Marques. I'm half Belgian and half Portuguese. Also, I grew up in Belgium, in Brussels. And I'm in Kigali for almost 2 years. I was not supposed to be here. I came for a wedding. Now I'm still here building those companies we will talk about here.
Awesome. So I'm going to ask you, what was life like growing up for you?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Living here in this new country for me, and a new way to work as well. It's something who helps me to learn faster than I used to learn in Belgium. Also, there is a lot of space to create a lot of things that we can bring here.
Yeah.
So I'm basically really happy to be here and to be able to do whatever I like to do and maybe an impact.
That's awesome.
Also, this country.
Awesome. Would you say you're a born entrepreneur, or you think you learned entrepreneurship along the way?
That's a good question. I think I learned along the way, but I think there is something also for him. You have this or not. But I've learned trying, and failing, and reaching my goals.
Awesome. So you moved from Brussels, to Kigali, Rwanda.
Exactly.
What's that story like?
Okay. Basically, I used to organize events since 2012 in Brussels. And the first event I was organizing were like live shows, and most of the artists, I don't know why, but most of the artists have booked for these events were Rwandese. So I was really close from the Rwandan diaspora back in Brussels. And I have this friend who decided to move back like 3 or 4 years ago. He called me like, oh, I'm getting married, you should come. So I came for the wedding and I never left.
Oh,
that's what happens.
That's awesome. So walk me through. So you came for the wedding, you didn't leave. How did you start the businesses here?
I was here for like 2-3 months, and first of all, vacation was nice and it was cool to see the city and the country. But at a point I was a bit bored. I was like, I should do something. I've been to many networking events. To be honest, most of them were really robotic. Where people just go with a business card and they even don't have a talk, and okay, I do that, you do that, cool, let's do it together, but after that, when a blood thing happens.
Exactly.
And at the same time, my business partner, Ines, was in Belgium still, and she was telling me like, I want to go back to Rwanda because she's half Rwandese, right? So we started thinking about what can we do here that will make an impact somewhere, and in which type of business can we grow fastly. As Ines have social marketing background and me through my projects as well, we decided to create a communication agency called Pugana. A few months later, she moved back to Kigali.
So walk me through the early stages of Pugana. How did you get your first set of clients? Was it difficult? Was it tough?
It was difficult because, to be honest, I'm not sure that every entrepreneurs are ready to give some budget to marketing. Especially here, there is some entrepreneur doesn't understand how impactful can be the marketing for a company, how many clients they can get from this. Also, I came with my Belgian vision and also my Belgian prices. So at the beginning it was not easy to make them understand why it's that expensive, or that expensive is just a way to say it, and what will be the impacts if they hire us. Also, I was very new here. I didn't have a lot of contacts. So that's how we decided to create the Chiles company with the networking events we organize, and that was the best way for us to make people know about Vugana and what we do. And also it was a great business card because for the Chiles company, we are doing all the communication part with Vugana. So it was a good way to show to people, oh, I can do it, and that's the impact you can expect from it. So yes, that's what I felt in it. That's how we started.
Awesome. So walk me through how you made your first sale.
Okay, my first sale with Vugana, right?
Yes, with Vugana.
The first client was PressPay. So it's a guy I just met here at Norscan. Yeah, by the way, Norscan is an amazing space to meet people you can work with. Yeah. PressPay was the first version of mobile payment and app. And we met because we have common friends and stuff. And he saw what we did with the afterwards, with the networking events we started organizing. It was like, okay, I need that for my company. Yeah. Basically, it was like maybe 2 meetings, and then we started working together on the first version of the project. And he's building the V2 of this. Well, you're not a main, but you should meet this guy. I think he will like him. But basically, yeah, to answer your question, it's just Kigali is a small city. It means that if you know someone, he knows someone, and then you can really fast connect with other people, other entrepreneurs. So yeah, he was our first time, and that's all right.
What do you think? Was it a hard close, or was it an easy close?
No, it was an easy close.
Have you encountered any very hard close before?
Yeah, but most of them we never signed them. Yeah, no. So it was it was the first months were like we needed that time to understand also how this business is working here.
Yeah.
Have a look on other people doing that, what they propose, how much it costs.
Yeah.
And the 2-3 first months were really a good way to understand what was happening here. And this first client was also a good way to say, okay, we are here, we are ready to work.
Awesome. I mean, everybody's first clients that thing just has a way of saying, because at some point when you're not getting clients, it looks like, do I really know what I'm doing and all of that. But that first sale is almost like an assurance that says, okay, I'm going to step on this, I'm going to make a lot more sales. So I'm going to ask you, based on this, do you think selling and sales is something very important for entrepreneurs to learn?
Of course, that should be one of the first things you learn. So because you can have an idea, you can be a good creative. Yeah, I know that's where I'm really good, but how to sell your ideas if you don't have this vision, and how can you make your clients be confident enough to sign this first contract?
Yeah. How did you learn sales? Is it something you stumbled on, or did you intentionally have to learn after many failures?
I mean, as I told you, I started my business journey. I was 18 years old. At the beginning, it was just, okay, I have an event. I need to bring people to this event. I need to sell tickets. So how can we do that? That was the first step. Yeah. And then, time, years, projects coming bigger and bigger. And then you have to learn how to deal with other big companies as well, because at the beginning you are alone. Nobody is looking at what you're doing, and even if you're wrong, maybe nobody will tell you. Yeah. Then you have to learn on the way. And everything I know big, I've learned like that. Trying, failing, doing it, repeating.
So do you think failure is an important part of the journey?
It's the most important part. It's when you fail that when what you have to change. I think is the most important thing.
What would you consider your biggest failure, if any?
That's a good question. I think it's just about your decisions. Sometimes you make decisions, and especially when a process is growing fast, yeah, you need to make decisions sometimes really quickly, and when you are alone, not easy to make great decisions. So I'll not say it's a project or something was a big fail. It was just a number of bad decisions who broke me in a failed.
Yeah, but by the end of the day, you got to learn from the experience. Yeah, of course. Awesome. Now, I subscribe to the school of thought that says good relationships can take you into rooms, get you deals and contracts and all of that. That's ordinarily your degree from school will not be able to get you. You think that is true?
To be honest, me, top school, I was 18. So I built my relationships through the projects I had. I've met people through the ideas I had. And I don't think that, I'm not saying that school is not important. Yeah, I'm saying that you can do whatever you want if you work hard enough to make it happen. And of course, relationships can it's easier when you have them at school. But it depends if you are thinking to build a business in the country where you had a school or not, because also the international scene is so big, and you will not be able to meet all the people you had to meet at the airport. Get what I mean?
Yeah. So how are you able now? Obviously, you came from Belgium to Kigali, Rwanda. In the process, you have built a lot of relationships, which have turned into deals at some point and all of that. How are you able to build good relationships yourself? Do you have any tips?
Organize networking events. So that's the best way to connect with other people. Now, to be honest, that was the first idea. We, as I told you, we started Vugana, but we didn't know a lot of people here, and I was thinking, like, how can I meet a lot of people in not too much time, because we need to sell our services, right? Yep. And that's how we decide to create and to organize networking events. And that was I think the best move I did since I'm here. When you see how many people I've met like this, and also they know us now, and it's not that difficult to make a relationship with someone. I mean, to create something with someone who already knows what you're doing here, and who can have a look somewhere on, okay, they do this, they are good or not. It's a good way to meet people. Also, I think that Norscan, it's a nice hub to meet people and create relationships, business.
Beautiful, man. So can we go into some detail now? Obviously, we've talked around the surface level, but I want you to tell us about Vugana and then tell us about the Chili's company.
Yeah, okay. So Vugana is basically just a communication agency. We do everything from content creation to digital marketing and passing by community management. That's Vugana. The Chili's company, it's all about edutainment, how to promote edutainment. So how to make education entertaining and entertainment education. So that's what we do with the Chili's company.
Awesome. What does Vugana mean, by the way?
It means talk to. Yeah, I think it's a good name for a communication agency. So yeah,
that's smart. That's smart. So a new business is coming to Kigali, Rwanda, for example. Where does Vugana come in?
From scratch. We do everything as branding as well. So if you have an idea and you don't know how to promote your idea or to create the story behind, because we trust that we believe that storytelling is the most important part of the business. When you are able to explain to your audience what you are doing and why you are doing it, make it easier for them to understand and maybe become one of your new clients.
Awesome. So somebody comes into Kigali, they want to do business with you. How did they contact you?
Okay, through our website for these okay, Vugana.com.
Vugana.com is going to be in the description, by the way, and you're going to see it.
Coming to our networking events, I think it's the nice way to contact us. But I mean, we didn't promote Vugana that much. Right? It's Kigali. It's a city who really works like in French we say bouche à oreille, means like just talking to people, and then you tell something to someone, you tell something to someone. I don't know if there is an expression in English to say that, but yeah, bouche à oreille. Google it.
Awesome. So, if you were to go back in time and start all over again, what would you do differently?
I don't think I want to change anything. I think that sometimes things happen because they have to happen, and in the way they have to happen. So it means, I grew up like this. I've learned like this. Why should I change something? Yeah, of course I can say, oh yeah, I should be a bit more focused at school or something like that. But to be honest, I've learned way more in real life than on.
Yeah, I believe that education is not about going to the 4 walls of school, and that you learn more in life basically. That's better. And you can be educated without going to school. Exactly. Some people are not just educated at all. That's where the problem is. Exactly. Thank you very much for an interesting episode so far. One more question, and we're done. Not two more questions by Friday. So the first one is, what would you say are the 3 greatest lessons you've learned being an entrepreneur since you were 18?
The first one will sound a bit boring, but believe in your dreams and just make everything you can do to reach your goals. That's really something I've learned at the beginning, because an idea is just an idea. But if you want to make this idea a project, you have to work hard for it. And of course, failure. At the beginning, I didn't know that by failing, I will learn. So I think that's one of the greatest things I've learned. It's like, if you fail, it's okay. We can just start again. Yeah. And, there is still a lot of things you can do after. And the real question is, how will you stand up again after an act? Yeah. A third one? I think those 2 are
awesome, man. Now, when people listen to podcasts like this or they watch shows like this, they tend to see the people at the shows. Oh, Joseph, Stephane, they got everything in their lives figured out. They have the perfect life, and I love that. I want to be like them. But this question always tries to set the record straight and show the human part of our guests. So I'm going to ask you a question that doesn't seem cliche in podcast, but Stephane, why are you really still trying to figure out at this point?
My main goal is to be happy with what I'm doing. That's why I'm not working for someone. That's why I'm not having like a 9-to-5 job, even if sometimes it's a bit easier. You can just wait for the salary to come. So if I'm able to create beautiful things and at the same time making sure that I will be able to create a family by working on projects I love, that's what I want you to do.
Really good. So that's what you're still trying to figure out right now. It's like, awesome. Thank you very much for coming on the show. I really, really appreciate it. I mean, he had to do this on short notice. Means a lot to me. Thank you very much, man. It's a pleasure, man. Sorry for having me. People want to connect with you and your company after now. Where should they go? You've talked about your website, obviously. Yeah, but do you have socials and all of that?
Yeah, of course. So it's the Chillest Words on Instagram, on TikTok. We're gonna on Instagram as well. We're gonna agents on Instagram. But I will send it to you
in the description. Awesome, guys. If you're in Kigali, you're trying to do business in Kigali, then you should absolutely reach out to the people of Ghana. They got you everything: marketing, communication, branding, and all of that. You're in the best hands. Thank you very much, Tever, for coming here. Thank you. It was a pleasure. I appreciate it. Well done.
See you.
All right.